Today I will be showing you some raw data. Back 6 years ago, I literally became mad about optimizations, and I discovered that optimizing code can help with performance much more than upgrading hardware or upgrading the FileMaker software. Now I have something from a different angle of view. Do you know this person? Who knows Bruce Robertson? Bruce is one of the most famous FileMaker developers in the community. He is an American and started developing even with FileMaker 2, not FileMaker Pro 2. So this is back in 80s. But the most important thing, he's the inventor of the virtual list technique. Do you know that technique? Who knows virtual lists? Great. You should know Bruce Robertson. because many different FileMaker developers wrote that this technique is probably the most significant invention from the FileMaker community ever. And if you use it, you need to know something about 15, which I revealed in practice. So this is not laboratory test. I discovered this by using our own solution that uses virtual list after upgrading to 15. You may know that one of the great features of 15 is that it can load portals in background. So when you load a layout with several portals, the portals will show a small progress indicator, and you can already work with the layout while the portal is loading. Have you noticed that? That's a great feature if you don't use virtual list. Because what's typical problem with 14 and previous versions is when you have a lot of records to show in the portal, you cannot use that layout until the portal is loaded. In 15, this happens in a separate thread. So you can enter the layout, you can modify data, you can do anything, just not in the portals. And if you use virtual list in portals, the issue with virtual list is that you bypass this feature. So in 14, obviously using virtual list could make your solution much faster, because you can collect the data by perform script on server. You load all the data in global variables and just display them once, so you save a lot of refreshment time and such things. But the point is, by using virtual list, the user has to wait for your virtual list loading script to finish before the user can use the layout. With FileMaker 15, if you don't use virtual list, the user can use the layout immediately after loading the local record. But with virtual list, the user has to wait. So if you use virtual list to make your solution faster, it may be worth considering removing virtual list in some cases if you want to switch to 15. But of course, it still doesn't make the portal available faster. It just makes the main layout, main record available. So if the typical user case is that you have like contact information about person, and in 99% the reason why you go to that layout is to get a phone number or enter an email address, and just in 1% you care about the related records, then switching to this FileMaker 15 native technique of loading portals is what you want. But if you have a layout where the portal contains the most important information and you always work with the portal, just keep using virtual list, because when the user cares about the portal data, the virtual list is still going to provide the data faster. So again, FileMaker makes something faster, at the cost of making something else slower, and in your case, the results may be different from my tests. And of course, I will greatly appreciate if you do run your own tests and if you send me the test results. That's all for now. I would like to thank you for watching this video to the end, and because I value your time you have spent watching it, let me give you 30 minutes of my time in return. Just use this link and schedule one free 30-minute consultation. I look forward to talking to you.